Hello darlings, for today's video I'll be creating 3 looks with one palette using the Queen palette from the Fumi and Juvias Place collection. For the first look, I'm creating a half cut crease and priming my eyelids with the Plouise base in 0.5. The first shade I'm using is this purple. Called Adrian, and I'm packing this into my crease by simply tapping it onto my eyelid using the Morphe JH34 brush. I'm placing this from the inner corner of my eye and sweeping it out a little past the outer corner to give a more natural shape. I'm also not worried about this getting onto my lid space because I'm going to be cutting out the first half of it anyways. Next, I'm picking up this pink shade called 7 and applying it with a Morphe M506 brush. I'm using it to blend out the purple shade by placing it right on the top edge of the purple and sweeping it back and forth. This is really going to help us transition to the next shade, which is the lightest matte in the palette, called Sister to Sister. I'm applying Sister to Sister right along the edge of where we applied the pink, using the Morphe M562 brush and just sweeping my brush back and forth along that edge. Now I'm just going back and applying the purple shade because we've lost some of the pigmentation during the blending process and I want it to be more vibrant. Next, I'm going to darken the purple and overall tone of the look by adding some black on top. Since this palette doesn't have a black, I'm just dipping into the Morphe Jaclyn palette and carefully adding a little bit of black right on top of the purple. I'm using the Morphe JH40 brush, which is a small blending brush, to give me more control over where the product lands, making sure that I keep it below those lighter colors. Now that I've darkened the purple, I'm going in and fixing my blend by applying all of the same shades that I applied previously. First, I'm adding some purple, then some pink, and then some of that orange shade as well. Next, I'm finishing off the blend by taking a clean JH30 brush and gently sweeping it along the outer edge of all of the eyeshadow. Now that everything is blended, it's time to cut the crease. I'm taking a bit of the Plouise base and carving out a half cut crease by dragging my brush from the inner corner of my eye up and into my crease, stopping about 3/4 across my eyelid. I'm adding more base as needed to help me perfect my line work, and then making sure that area is smooth by tapping my brush over top. I'm then taking my finger and tapping the outer corner of my lid where that base meets the outer V so that I don't have any harsh lines, and then I'm adding some purple mixed with black to that spot. Next, I'm filling in the area we cut out by applying the shimmery gold shade called FDV Approved. Now I'm adding some pink in between the gold and the purple, tapping it onto a bit of the gold shade so that it turns a bit shimmery. Now for my lower lash line, I'm repeating the steps I did in my crease. I'm first applying the purple shade, then the pink, followed by the orange, and meeting them on the outer corner so that they connect with the shadow from the upper lid. Next, I'm curling my lashes with the Kevyn Aucoin lash curler and applying some Urban Decay waterproof perversion mascara. For lashes, I'm popping on some Rios Beauty lashes in the style toujours, and then I'm adding some eyeliner in a thin line above the lashes using the Perversion Fine Point Eye Pen. For my upper and lower waterlines, I'm applying the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Black Market and buffing out the lower with a small dense brush to create a smoky effect. I'm also adding some mascara to my lower lashes. Finally, I'm highlighting my inner corner and brow bone with the Ofra nikkietutorials Glazed Donut Highlighter, and that completes the first look. For the second look, I'm creating a halo eye and first priming my eyelids as always with the Plouise base in 0.5 and simply tapping it in to set it because it doesn't require any powder to set. Next, I'm packing on some of the purple shade called Adrian to my crease, going from inner to outer corner using the Morphe M506 brush. I'm adding more and more pigment to build up the purple, reframing from swiping my brush until I have an extremely opaque base. Next, I'm blending the purple with a clean Morphe M562 brush, which is great for a precise blend. I'm just sweeping my brush back and forth, mimicking windshield wiper motions until I've diffused that edge. I'm then adding some more purple to my crease, which I'm blending out again with the M562 brush. Going back and forth adding pigment and blending helps to keep your shadow looking really vibrant and opaque near the crease and diffused upwards into a gradient effect, especially when just working with one shadow. I'm quickly finishing off my blend by sweeping a clean JH30 brush along the outer edge of everything, and then it's time to cut my crease. I'm just cutting off the center of the lid this time and creating a halo or spotlight eye. To do this, I'm using the JH42 brush, which is a very small flat brush so that I can be very precise about where I'm placing the base. Once I've cut the crease, I'm adding some purple to the inner and outer corners, beginning to fill in the area we cut out by moving inwards with my shadows. Next, I'm adding some of the red shade called Ole along the edge of the area we cut out so that it's closer to the center of the eye than the purple. Now I'm adding some of the shimmery gold shade called FDV Approved to the center of my eyelid by first swiping it on with my finger and then carefully adding more with the Morphe M508 brush. To blend those two shades together, I'm just lightly sweeping the brush we used to apply the red shade along the edge of it and the red. Now to add a bit of sparkle, I'm applying the Touch and Soul Metallist Liquid Glitter Topper in Holo Glow along the sharp line of the cut using the very precise Sigma E05 brush. Next, I'm sweeping the red shade along my lower lash line and highlighting my inner corner and brow bone with the Ofra nikkietutorials highlighter. Once again, I'm curling my lashes with the Kevyn Aucoin lash curler, but this time I'm changing it up and adding some Lancôme Hypnose mascara, as well as some Visofree lashes in the style D23. I'm also lining my upper waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Black Market, and finally I'm adding some mascara to my lower lashes, and that completes the second look. For the third and final look, I'm creating a blown out smoky eye. First, I'm priming with the Plouise base in 0.5, which I'm tapping in with the Morphe JH36 brush, as I did for all of the looks. Next, I'm applying the red shade called Ole all over my crease using the JH31 brush and packing this on from inner to outer corner as per usual. Once I have a good color payoff, I'm beginning to sweep this out towards my temples a bit. Next, I'm taking the orange shade called Sister to Sister and applying this right above where we applied the red shade in order to create a nice gradient effect. I'm then adding some more red to bring its vibrancy back up, and then I'm just blending the top edge of everything with a clean JH30 brush. I'm not cutting my crease for this look, so I'm going ahead and adding some shimmer to the lid. I'm applying the orange shimmer shade called Glam using my finger simply because I find that applying shimmers with the finger provides a better color payoff. Next, I'm adding some depth and dimension to the crease by applying the purple shade called Adrian around the shimmer. Once I'm happy with the amount of depth I've added, I'm adding some more shimmer back onto the lid space, and of course blending the edge of that with the brush we used to apply the purple. Now for my lower lash line, I'm going ahead and adding the red and then darkening it up a bit with some purple and then blending that out with the orange, making sure that all of the shadow connects to the shadow on the upper lid in the outer corner. For my inner corner and brow bone highlight, I'm using the shimmery gold shade called FDV Approved. Next, I'm curling my lashes with the Kavanaquan Lash Curler, applying some Lancôme Hypnose mascara, and popping on some Visofree lashes in the style A03. For my upper waterline, I'm using the 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in Black Market, and for my lower waterline, I'm using the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Piggy Bank. Finally, I'm applying mascara to my lower lashes, and that completes all three looks using the Queen Palette from the Fumi and Juvias Place collection. Let me know in the comments below which out of the three looks was your favorite, and thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time!